Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Crisis 169 coming to you live, pre-recorded with the power of Spectrum Internet now. First off, when you are watching my video for the first time, if you're not a subscriber, please head down there and subscribe to the video. Helps me a lot. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment below what you like. First off, get into it though. Really, it's Monday. It's a Sunday night, Monday morning, so it is time for the weekend wrap up in gaming. I wrap up Sunday night dash Monday morning. I wrap up the whole last week's news information, and hopefully we have a little more information. We have a pretty good topic today. Topic today is about Battlefield 2042 may go free to play. I don't know if all of it, half it, part of it, a third of it, whatever. The fact of the matter is, though, if you're like me and you spent $90 on this game or more, you're kind of pissed off realizing that the game might go free to play and like, why in the hell did I waste the money in the first place? Well, that being said, though, you're like me and everybody else who bought this damn game. Okay? Who bought this damn game at full price or the preload price? It's probably on sale now. Well, I know I'm going to go real quick, guys. Here, give me a second. I'm gonna check real quick at Steam here. I want to see what Steam has to offer with this. I want to see what is it's still showing. Let's see here, birthday in there. It's still showing $59 for everything. I bought the gold edition for $89.99 because I'm a dork. 20 hours played reviews, mostly negative. Obviously, I would hope it would be. Um, but I'm actually gonna go check a Metacritic score real quick here. Um, just really think of what's going on here. It's something people need to understand what they're going with. Um, really, I think the Metacritic a lot is just with a user base of 2. And that is terrible. And I made a comment here somewhere. I can't find it. It probably got buried. But looking at some of the games here that are above it, um, it's somewhere here. You can't find it. PC games right now. Psychonauts 2 is number one. It's the best one right now. Son of Crimson. Age of Empires 4 or 6. I think it's 4. Unbound World Wars. Sable for some reason. And it beaten a way survival series in A Good Life and Rustful and Thunder Tier 1. So gee whiz to that one there. Uh, but guys, this is what you get when you do stuff like this. When you put out a crappy game like this, you get what you get. You get what you get. I mean, you literally get what you are getting. And you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot sit there and tell people this is, oh, well, Battlefield, the game, no game. No, there's none of this crap, okay? You have to understand this is something you need to understand. Everybody here is an adult. Everyone here has checks and balances. Everyone here has everything to go with. And if anybody says that this game has any redeeming, it's probably smoking some by EA themselves to say a bunch of weird crap that's not true. 2042 has no reason to be this bad. And right now, the game is so dire straits. Let's go back to a game called Anthem, okay? When Anthem was revealed at E3 or whatever it was, hell, who cares? Um, Even the developers didn't know what game they were making. The programmers, developers didn't know what game they were making until they saw the damn trailer for the first time. But a lot of them the first time. So that being said, how can you trust EA when they had a game like Anthem? They had like a year, 6 years, whatever it was in development, and they didn't even know what to make it until maybe a year or two before it actually was supposed to launch. And when it launched in a broken state. Stuff didn't work. It wasn't as good to play. A lot of the missions you want to do were all scenes. It was really, and I haven't played it on Game Pass. I may download and play it eventually, just so I can have my bad taste in my mouth too as well about it because I didn't pay 60, 70 bucks for it. But that's something you have to look at, folks. I mean, literally, you literally have to understand what is going on with this and what is being done about this, and nothing really is. The PRBS that EA is giving us is just PRBS. Okay, they're not telling us anything other than the same crap we already know. Okay, we know the game's in dire straits. Okay, we know the game is unplayable in certain modes. Breakout has 100 people on all platforms: Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Doesn't matter. I'm playing 5, 4, 2060, 3070, 3090. Doesn't matter. Everybody, 100 players in that whole damn thing. And the only map you can find mode you can find is a 2042 mode. The portal mode is pretty much non-existent. So go ahead and blot that out. Doesn't exist. Too far doesn't exist because it's broken. Okay. And that being said, though, that's something that needs to be addressed. Certain game modes are not there. They had team deathmatch. They gave it to us. So thirsty guy. That's what my throat here. Sorry. Okay, that's good. Powerade, good stuff. This is zero sugar Powerade. I'm not sponsored by Powerade by all. Good stuff. I bought it at Sam's Club. I got like 24 pack of them. It has the blue and the red and fruit punch, whatever. And sorry, I'm rabbit trails. But but the portal mode is so bad that they had a zombie mode in there. And once again, the people in zombie mode were just farming it, XP farming. Once again, Dice and EA came in and turned that off. Can't do that. Then change the gameplay, EA. Dice. Change it where you can't farm. Change it where if you hold still for long 30 seconds in a position, you automatically time out or you die. You have to stay moving. You can do something, can you? No, they can't. They say no, take our money from us. They can take our money, but they can't, make an actual game or get scoreboards or anything or chat, anything really wild. Battlefield 5 was a cluster F, and it was. But at least they had the campaign and you can play campaign. And the in the art in the ray tracing on it is pretty cool. Medium settings on my 2060, you see soldiers run by in the water. And that's pretty cool. And you turn it off, and they're not there. They're still running by, but you can't see in the water because it's not actually in the game. That's pretty cool. Um, but that game had bugs too, but it got fixed. But 2042 is so much of a cluster F that they can't seem to fix it because they don't know. They fixed one problem and 20 more pile up. Like they tried to fix the respawning of the hovercraft going up the damn freaking top of the building and then having 20 hovercrafts sitting there shooting planes down left and right. They tried to do that, but the hit detection was even worse. They fixed the hit detection, but now certain people couldn't revive or be revived, or they had to wait the whole match sitting on the sideline because they couldn't respawn. Because so it's like one problem after another, and EA is like, "Oh, we're taking a break right now. That's fine, Christmas break." Then one of the goons like, "Well, you guys have too much high expectations." I mean, you mother heifer, we paid 90 or $100 for this damn thing. Fix it or give us refunds. Steam won't give refunds. They can't unless EA proves it. And EA ain't going to prove it. Now, if Class Action Suit files, but then you can't do that because they said the game work in progress. So they made sure they covered their rear end as much as they could. But there's still reality there, I think, because they knew this game was a cluster to begin with. They knew the game was not going to be ready off the bat. They knew. There's no way telling me they didn't know. No one was straight telling me that this game was going to work. 100%. 970. There's people at 3090s with 25 gig VRAM having trouble. They have 128 gigabyte RAM, 64 gigabyte RAM, 32 gigabyte RAM, whatever RAM they have. It's like it's throttling it. Hell, it throttled my RAM for a while. My sister came over and updated a bunch of stuff and updated more stuff and updated more stuff, and it works fine now. Now it could be drivers from the graphics card. Maybe it could have been. But whatever, the fact of the matter is, though, this game is so much of a cluster mess that it's cascading so much that they can't fix it because they try to they pull out one rock and more rocks come down. They pull out one string, more of the yarn comes out. They try to plug one hole and five more holes start leaking. This game needs to be down shut down, taken offline, refunds given immediately from Steam, Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, whatever you bought it from. And even EA, even Origin. If you bought the game, you're given a refund. Of course, full refund's kind of hard to do on Steam. I would take 30, 40, I would take $40. I'll say half of what it was. So it's $90. I'll say about $40, $45 would be good. And Steam can keep the rest of the money because Steam had to deal with all the headaches for me talking to them, stuff like that, and then EA can just go off the hell where they belong because obviously they don't seem to care. That's something that EA should do, but they're not going to because they're commie little bastards who want money, but they don't want money. That Microsoft's still, buy. Yeah, I'm about if Sony, if Microsoft buy the company out, they should clean house. Hopefully, everybody's crap. Put 343 Studios in there. Put Activision people in there. Hey, put them own self people in there. I guarantee the games will be a lot better than the crap right now they're having. But ain't gonna happen because if I'm Microsoft or EA or Sony, I wouldn't touch them with a 20-foot pole. I'll only put games on my system. I wouldn't buy it because I don't think EA is gonna be around much longer anyway. Because the problem with the money they're hemorrhaging and the reputation they have is not helping them. When I don't think Switch has any EA games on it. I don't think it does. Maybe one or two. Maybe Star Wars Racer, and it might be it. But that might be the only game that be workable. And fine, by all means, Switch. Hell, Switch ain't Xbox One anyway. So a game running on it. Hell, it has saying so. Notes on that one. It but it works. It's on competing hardware that's a little gimped than my gaming rig. But you know what? It actually works. I have Mortal Kombat 11 on my Switch. It's work in progress. But you know what? It works. You should have started taking notes on that one. But that being said, what should EA do with this? Free to play? I don't think free to play is going to help this. All it's going to do is piss off people who bought the game, like myself and everybody who bought it, for who got it for Christmas, who got it for early Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. With me, I'm an idiot who bought it, a $90 gold edition to have. It's kind of rough to have that. Play that it's sinking ship. When gamers, they're not going to really care much about playing it. Yeah, you might get people play 10, 20,000 people play it for a while, but after the ooh and ah is taken care of and the ooh and ah is done with, what else is there to do? You've done all you can do on it. You played Battlefield 2 versus 3. You played Battlefield 2042 Battlefield versus Battlefield 3 or 2. You played the zombie mode. You played all that crap. You're done with the game. I ain't gonna buy this game. It's crap. I just played the free to play games because you can get a little taste of it, see how much garbage it is. Then they uninstall it from the PC or game system and they go on their merry way. That's what can happen to this game, folks. It's nothing here is going to be simple. Nothing here is ever simple with EA. Okay, and EA can make this game all they want, free to play, all they damn well please. All they damn well please. All they want. But it ain't gonna mitigate. It ain't gonna mitigate the fact that the game is dead on arrival at day one, before day one, and when it came out on the 18th and 19th of November, what hell it was in November, I think it was 18th, it was DOA when it arrived because the game was unplayable. And when you got the hackers on there, even the cheating organization companies don't want to deal with this. They're saying that the bugs are making the chain, are disrupting and disabling the cheats. Well, bravo, EA, you fixed something. No, unintentionally, obviously, but you fixed something. Made something possible where you can't cheat on the damn game. But that being said, though, what's the point of all this? EA is trying to cover the rats and grasp at straws. They got rid of Anthem. They stopped doing it. I predict in the next couple months, Battlefield 2042 will be swept under the rug and forgot about. I predict that EA is going to do the usual EA shuffle. They're going to find something else to go latch on that, and push 2042 out the door and not care about it anymore. Or care about you and I, who spent our money on this game, and not give a damn about us because we're just ATM will dole out money at the moment's notice for games. This is why I like Game Pass. And yes, I don't. As I have a PC and an Xbox, I play more on PC. I know I'm one of those evil digital people. But you know what? I buy the games I want to buy. I bought Battlefield 2042. I shouldn't have bought it, but I did because I'm an idiot. And I meant that very freely and reluctantly. But I admit it. I admit my mistakes and faults because that's something that needs to be addressed. And really is hard to understand with what's going on in the world right now with Microsoft buying Activision and EA with this. You would think EA will grow a pair. So you know what? We're gonna do refunds on a case by case basis. Some people get all refunds. Some people get partial. Some might get none. But you know what? We'll do the right thing. Of course, not going to because they're EA. This is why they won the crappy game award. Almost 10 years in a row now. Because these people don't care. And only by saving grace did they put some of their games on EA Play. I want that to happen. It could go free to play, in a sense, if it goes to Game Pass Ultimate. That's a thought there I'm thinking it may be doing. It may be going to Game Pass Ultimate. It may be going to Game Pass Ultimate because that's a way they can make some revenue off it. Where people buying, they have maybe a small percentage of money coming towards them off of that game. Like they have, the Jedi Fallen Order and games like that on there. Battlefield 5 is on there. Games like that are on there. So you have that on there. So that being said, though, going free to play could only apply for the PC gamers on Game Pass and Xbox gamers on Game Pass. You bought it on Steam like me, then you're a damn fool because it's coming to Game Pass and you're going to be playing it. So it's kind of a free to play thing there, though. Now, anybody touch it? Some people probably download it and play it out and try it. You might get maybe a million people playing it only because they're playing it free. But when something new comes out, like a new Call of Duty comes out only on Game Pass, off they go to that. So it's a kiss of death for them too, for EA, because now the game they're going to put on EA Game Pass is going to sit there and rot because they didn't want to follow through and put it in the oven for an extra year maybe 6 months, a year and a half, maybe 2 years, or even a year, even 6 months longer, or even 3 months longer. They say, you know what, guys, we're going to release the game 4 months later. Okay, but they'll have a scoreboard, they'll have better hit detection, modes actually work, people playing the damn game. That right there, folks, something that needs to be addressed. That they're not going to be addressed at all. Because EA's hoping this goes on Game Pass and it gets forgotten. It goes on Game Pass Ultimate. If I'm ex Microsoft, I don't want that crap on my server. I would be, hey, you put it on there, we're negotiating our thing, well, you're gonna be gone. That's me personally. If I was Microsoft, like, hey, we want the abomination in our area. Yes, we got to deal with you to put EA Play on here, but that crap ain't coming on here. That's something that I would be doing if I was Microsoft, Phil Spencer. Like no, screw that noise. You sit that a little longer, and now, no, next 6 months, you fix it, and fix it right. That'd be me if I was Phil Spencer on that matter. Because EA Play is pretty cool on Game Pass. With Battlefield 2, probably people not want to buy Ultimate because they can stare at that Abomination 2042 all the time when they're scrolling by other better finished games. Especially if you paid tons of money for the game on the console or PC you're playing, you don't want to have to stare at that damn Abomination all the damn time. So you may get sick or throw up in the toilet or trash can, then not play EA, not play Game Pass for a while because of that. So I think it's something that. And my final thoughts here on this subject: is the game savable? I don't think so. I think now they're pointing to return World 4. This game is 4 months old, and it's only gonna get older and more forgotten as time goes on. Screwed themselves tremendously by waiting so long to address this and fix the problems. I think they should have fixed the problems and also kept up with Battlefront 2, because that game is having hit detection issues where you go to one point, 1% life, and you can't die. Because they were trying to fix 2042. This is Master Chief Collection screwable, but at least Xbox and 303 Studios owned up to it and realized they rushed the game and they gave you their sorry apology and they fixed the game now where it's actually a blast to play now. They even added new maps up to it. I guess they did. I think they did. Hell, they even added Halo Reach to it as a freebie. It's supposed to be a paid thing. Allegedly the deal was that Reach is supposed to be you had to pay for it, you download it. Well, they added it in when they had the problem with the the Abomination launch 2013, 2014. So they gave it to everybody. Game Pass or not, doesn't matter. You bought the game, you're getting that game for free. Online multiplayer, campaign, everything. That's how you do business, EA. That's how you wrong a right. That's how you right a wrong, I mean, sorry. That's how you take something wrong and make it right. You give your fan base an apology, and you work as hard as you can to make it right, and you promise that to it again. And Halo Infinite is not a bad game. Yeah, it's missed some game mode, not as beefy as it should be. But you know what though? It's a hell of a lot better fun to play than 2042 right now. I guarantee you right there. I play the hell. I might play a little more, but it's not a bad game. Playing this 2042 is that's saying something. That's saying if your game is that terrible that people are compared to Halo Master Collection and Call Master Collection a work of art, well, which it is, it took over 100 days to fix it. But you know what though? EA gave in 343 Studios and Microsoft, including Xbox, Phil Spencer, when he took took the reins of the job, gave us updates on it, told us what's going on, how they failed, how he failed, and he wasn't even in charge of it yet. I don't believe he took charge of it and ran with it. He turned it around. This is why he's CEO of Microsoft, no, of CEO of the Xbox division, because of his understanding of what gamers want, him being a gamer himself. This is something that you need to understand, EA, that you don't seem to understand, DICE, either. You release games like Titanfall 2, that's good. Now, Titanfall 1 was a lot better because it had no issues. But Titanfall 2 was good. It was stands between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Ghosts. Of course, I think both those games didn't do well anyway, but Titanfall was kind of swallowed up between those two. And Titanfall 2 is a good game. Once you find a match to play it, it's a great game. Plays real well. Runs great. But that being said, though, and Fallen Order was a great game. It ran real well. Played on the Xbox, played on the PC. It runs perfectly well for a game that's a story-based game, with no online features. Then you have the cluster after called Anthem. Then you have the big cluster after called 2042. And Battlefield 5 is a mess, but you fix that one. More people now are playing Battlefield 5 than 2042. So I don't understand your guys' inconsistency with fixing stuff. So you rush the game out. No, we know you're going to do that. It's not like it's not, not common knowledge. We know you're going to do that. It's just the way it is, right? So we kind of get that as gamers. We understand what you're doing with this. But what you could do is actually say, you know what? We're going to fix this game better than ever. If you take it offline, if you give everybody refunds, say, you know what? We'll give you guys a refund. If you don't want to repurchase this game later on, that's fine. If you do, hey, great. We'll give us a second chance. You know what? I might consider that. But you know something now? The shady tactics, you're whining about how, about our expectations. You making us feel like we're the bad guys, and you're the guys that gave us a crappy game day one, before day one. No, EA. No. Bad, EA. Bad. You don't get to do that. We tell you what to do. You don't tell us what to do. We're giving you money out of our pockets, hard-earned cash out of our pockets, to buy your stinking games that don't work. Granted, most of my money was Steam money, so it's already been paid for. But still, I could have bought another game, something different, something better. Or kept it safe for something else to come out. I didn't, because I'm a fool. So, that is what really my biggest gripe is, guys. That if this goes free to play, like it probably will eventually go free to play eventually. It's going to alienate so many people who bought this game, myself included, that even if it's fixed, I may still delete it from my library and the heck with it. Let's sit there and it's scared. And maybe a year or two from now, when the servers, before they go offline, I may re-download, update it, and play it for a little while. Or maybe 6 months later, a year later. See, I'll give you guys a chance to see what you guys done with it. If it's like saying servers offline, the game is garbage, then I know I wasted money and I wouldn't buy another EA game again. Because I'm really considering not buying another EA game. Because what you guys are doing is showing me that you have no scruples. And you don't care about what we have to say. You just want our dollar, cha-ching, dollar. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you every nickel I have. Because you don't care. I was going to talk about Activision a little more, about who they're really, it's hurting. Activision being acquired by Microsoft may hurt GameStop more because GameStop sells used games, and Activision has a lot of used games in GameStop stores, Call of Duty preferredly. That once that market's gone, what GameStop going to do now? Sell an Xbox, desktop box practically. You know, feel like videos anymore tonight. Once again, guys, if EA goes free to, if this game goes free to play, I don't care how much money they put into it. It's dead. The game is dead to me. It's on life support. They need to pull the plug, do an Anthem, not do anything about it anymore, and then not care about it. This is Crisis 169 saying peace, love. The gamer tag Crisis 169 on Xbox. On Steam, it's Crisis 1691 on Steam. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Be safe out there.